Hey folks, it's me Brian, and this is what I'm drinking tonight. I'm having a beer called Brother Thesolonius, which is a Belgian-style Abbey ale, brought to you by the North Coast Brewing Company, which is out in California. Now I've had one of their beers in the past. It was called Prankster, which was a Belgian golden ale. So I decided to try this particular one, which is a Abbey ale, which will of course be darker in color, and it is inspired by Thelonious Monk, the famous jazz musician, hence the name of the beer. And since his last name was Monk, this beer was inspired by him, because monks of course make Abbey ale. And sometimes Trappist monks make Abbey ale, like Chimay or Orval. Anyway, folks, let's crack this one open. And if you look at the label, it was drawn by an artist named Eric Grbich, Grbich, I think that's how it's spelled. When I saw that name, it reminded me of a famous, I guess you can call him famous, Michigan quarterback, Eric Grbich. And what you know, I actually have his jersey. Went to a thrift store years ago. We're talking years ago, folks. Ravens number 18, the quarterback, Eric Grbich. He was there for like a hot minute at the end of his career. And I don't even remember if he performed well or not. Probably not. He was out of the league shortly thereafter. Anyway, folks, this is how the beer looks. It's pretty dark, like a medium brown color. It's not opaque, but it's a medium brown color. I didn't give it a great pour, but it is kind of still. There's not a lot of head, not a lot of carbonation, but a lot of aroma. Very malty, toffee-like smell. Dare I smell some of that candied sugars that they have in some of these Belgian-style ales. Not getting any particular hoppiness or spicy, just a lot of malt. So let's crack it open, folks. Well, let's not crack it open. Let's taste it. Prost, my friends. So, I forgot to give you some of the specs. It's 9.4% alcohol by volume, I believe. And IBUs listed on the internet machine for the brewing company on their website say that it's 27 IBUs. So this is an okay beer. So you do get some sweetness on the front end, some malty sweetness, and some typical sweetness that you can get from Belgian-style ales. The back end is bitter. It's a sharp bitterness, little pepper spice there, maybe some other robust spices that they have in here, and it's a lingering bitterness or spiciness that's still on my tongue now. So it's balanced in terms of the magnitude of sweetness to hot bitterness or spiciness. However, in terms of the duration of the sweetness of the malts on the front end and the bitterness on the back end, you definitely get a long bitterness. But I like this better than Prankster. Prankster didn't do a whole lot for me. This one is better in my opinion. It could use a little less bitterness on the back end in terms of its length. But it's an okay beer. It's an okay beer for an American company making a Belgian-style Abbey ale, which, if you've seen any of my other videos, you know that I say that sometimes the American brewers have a difficult time replicating the exact recipe of a Belgian-style ale. So this is kind of similar to a double in terms of its color, in terms of its taste. It's a bitter double than you might be accustomed to if you like Belgian-style ales, especially the doubles. So there you have it, folks. Brother Thesolonius, brought to you by the North Coast Brewing Company out in California. It also says Bottle Bebop. I guess it's supposed to be a little gimmick there with combining jazz and beer at the same time. 9.4% alcohol by volume, 27 IBUs, and I give it about a B-. It's a decent beer. Thumbs up on drinkability. So there you have it, folks. Another review in the book. Thanks for joining me. I will see you on the next video.